Hello and welcome dear learners to this brief video tutorial to present a basic use of VizIQ, which is an online tool for virtual lectures and courses. I'm recording this with the help of Screencast-O-Matic. So let us see the learning outcomes. At the end of this live tutorial, the learner will be able to go to the homepage of VizIQ and sign up or log in as per the requirement. Explore and see the different features and use and to check how these different features and settings could be used in order to have a live virtual class. So this is all about to explore the different features and how to use these different features of VizIQ. Let us briefly revise what is VizIQ. It's a revolutionary online free tool. It allows the users to create cloud-based education platform to access the teaching and training modules through smartphones and laptops. VizIQ permits users to host virtual class courses including the recording capability. So dear learners, let us start and go further. So here you need to go to Google and you will be starting. You will be first typing VizIQ. If you are a member and if you have created an account in VizIQ, you can go to that respective VizIQ. Here I am using my portal of integrating technology for active lifelong learning because I am a member of this and we have been given rights because I am pursuing the Moodle for Teachers course and we have been given access to use this. So thank you for that. So this is integrating technology for active lifelong learning. So if you are a first time user, you need to sign up. And if you have already have an account and if you have been using it for some time, you will click on login. So I will click on login. Once I click on login, I will be putting up my details. So I will enter my Gmail ID, I will enter my password. So overall, it's a very simple user-friendly approach once you go to the portal. So once you go to VizIQ, this is the front view, but the first thing is we need to go to the dashboard. So all you have to do is once you go to the course, you need to go to these three lines at the top left corner. You can see here. Once you click on this, you will be taken to your dashboard. This is your dashboard. Now you will see your name at the bottom. And once you have to check the status, you need to click on the drop down arrow and you will see your status. Whether you are currently a learner or you are an instructor. You could be an administrator if you have started the portal and if you are using it as at a large scale. So you could be an admin where you give rights and permissions. Right now for this particular class and this particular portal, I am an instructor. And if I click on learner, I can take the role of a learner. And you can create your profile, you can update, you can modify. And once your session is over, you will log out. Now coming to the next thing is library. Now once I will go further, now let's move on. So this is called as my dashboard. So on my dashboard, I have library, courses, test, live classes, privacy policy. If I click on library, once I click on library, so these are my different folders in library. So suppose I am here as a learner and if I want to gain and check some book from biochemistry, so I will go to the folder of biochemistry and I can select a particular book. So once I select a particular book, suppose I click on the bacterial metabolism. So you can see there are three dots. Once I click on this, I have two options. I can edit if I am an instructor and I have one more option to download. So I can download and I can save it. Here I have some filters. These filters are like, you can see these are for PDF, doc, PPT. So my content in this library, see library is like a collection of many different like resources. So this could be PDF, this could be doc, PPT, PowerPoint presentation, it could be audio, video and XLS. So these are the filters. So you can customize and you can check and apply. So suppose I want to add something to this because this is my folder of biochemistry. Suppose I want to add. So you have to go to this circle, bluish green, and once you click on this, you have two options. One option is to upload a file and the second option is to create a new folder. So by this you can create a new folder, and by this you can upload a file. So like this I have segregated and I have made different folders. So I have made one folders because it looks more structured and organized way. Very simple for me also, and very simple for my learners and students also. So whatever they want, they will have access, and they can go to a particular folder and they can download, they can check. The next thing is courses. Once you click on courses, here you can see this is the active course, because this is scheduled for today. So once I refresh page, the same things will there. If I have to make some change, now suppose I want to change timing, or I want to make some correction, because I have still not launched it. I have just made it. I will share and all. So if I have to view, so once I click on view, I will be seeing the details. It is scheduled. The language is English. Date is 28th of April 2020. Duration is 1 week. Sequencing is enabled. So if I have to make some change, I can click on edit. Once I click on edit, I will go to my settings and I will check it. So like this, you have the system and settings for course settings, course schedule. So you can make the changes, and if you have to go back, you go to this symbol. Once you click, so you go back to that. If I click on preview, preview is my course preview, how it looks. So this is how my course looks. You have course on ICT based teaching learning, week 1. So this is my week 1, and you can go on putting the content week wise also. So this is all about the course. You have the option to schedule. So once you click on schedule, you can put on like week wise putting up the schedule content. You can also have discussions. When you click on discussion, right now it is showing no like discussion because it is still not yet in function, but you can have discussion. You can have people who are coming in that portal. So see, because since like just now I mentioned, I've just created the course, I have not yet launched it. Now within some time, maybe in 1 hour, I will launch it so that people know how it is, and then people will come, they will click on the link and they will join. So it is showing as currently there are no enrollments. So you can click on enroll new. You can share the course link. See, once I click on share, so see, it's a very simple system. By using this, I will copy this link and I can share with my learners, with my students, with my peers, and by clicking. Once I click on assignments, I can have different assignment. So right now it is showing as no assignment. Okay, I will show you one different option. Okay, next is test. Once I click on test, it is showing not published, but I can show you one draft which I have created. Now this is one draft which I have created. Now this draft you can create and you can customize it. It could be multiple choice question with multiple choice, more than one answer. It could be single choice. So like this you can create. Right now it is draft. Once I am ready with my contents, because I am not still not complete and done with my test, so I have just created a revision for first year BSc semester 2 course 2 module 1. I can go on putting the content. Once it is ready, I can launch it. Going back to my dashboard, live classes. Now once I click on live classes, we have already seen how to schedule a live class. And these are the different options to launch. Once I click on launch, it will start. If I have to make some changes, I will click on edit class. Then I can view class. I can see here, if I want to delete, I can delete. So basically this is my class for MSc students. It is scheduled on for 2nd of May at 10 o'clock. It starts in 4 days. Duration is 60 minutes. Since I have not yet shared the link, it is showing as 0 registered. If you have to schedule, you can click on this. If you have to schedule a virtual class, you click on this bottom symbol circle. If you click on this, you can see create a class, for which we have already seen a separate video tutorial. And once you have gone the same way, you can go to view your class. And if you have to now invite the students, go to share. You will get your link, copy it, and you can share with email, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google, WhatsApp, Moodle, LMS, whatever. So you can share this link. By using this link, they will join your class. So these are very simple user-friendly features for VizIQ. And the privacy policy we have already seen. These are different terms and conditions by which you can customize your settings. So this was all about how you can use the different features of VisIQ and schedule your live class, live lecture, and you can share the link with the learners, with the peers, and they can join. Once again, I will go down to my name, click on this drop down arrow, I will click on logout. So now this session is done. So I have logged out. So I will come back to my home page of integrating technology for active lifelong learning. So dear learners, thank you so much for being patient listener. Remember, we are all teachers. Teachers are lifelong learners. We need to change and constantly update. Change is mandatory, survival is optional. Keep exploring, learning, and sharing. Thank you so much.